Any questions, comments? So, how are you doing? Okay. Correct. Any questions, comments? Well, you know, that would probably be a good thing for an NLP modeler to do. I grew up being my mother's caretaker, and I needed to read everything because that was my job, and if she was upset too long, you know, I'd failed or whatever. And so I'm attuned to body language, you know, just frowns, eyebrows. And I think that in this work, when you're working with someone, some people have had these huge traumatic events that they can say, you know, that's the way I am, and that's why I am the way I am. It's because my mother did this, or my father did that, or somebody died. Well, a lot of us were raised in a much more subtle environment than that, and it was, you're going along doing what you're doing, and an eyebrow gets raised, and you go, oh, I guess I'll not do that. And life becomes confined by this subtle shaming, pulling of love away, and I think we learn to react to those things, and then we're out in the world, and we can't look back on real dramatic things. And so part of what I've done is learn to, you know, just see tension, eyebrows, breath is a good thing. But sometimes, you know, it would be hard to say this is always it. But one of the compliments that Gary Craig has paid me is that I either create or attain rapport, and quite well. And one of that part of rapport is once you have created rapport, or you have rapport with the client, then you're one. And so I'm also not trying to think about the next thing to say. Things come out, and sometimes I go, or where did that come from? A lot of times people say, well, how did you know that? Or, but it's right. So I tend to check in and see if those things are right. I'm looking for facial expressions, body languages, tightening, light, loosening. You can breathing changes, and I do a lot of work on the phone, and so I listen. A lot of us, when stress and tension change here, you're not, you know, it's really, your voice changes, and tone, just all kinds of things change, and if you're attuned to that. The other thing is that work over the phone, if you just, maybe this has happened to you, you're lying in bed at night and you hear a noise. And you go, what was that? You sharpen your hearing and you stop breathing, and sometimes you even close your eyes. So over the phone, often the hearing gets attuned. And I think, you know, as I was saying, I have done a lot of sessions and I get attuned just here. I admire some other EFT teachers, masters that seem to be able to create results and teach really well. And I think that's quite a skill. I'm not sure if I've attained it that well, but I'm enjoying what I do, so I hope you do too.